Hey guys, Yugo T42 here, back for another review. Yes, I am doing one. Today I had a lot of trouble with my last upload for some reason. I'm just doing one now. Anyway, I'm gonna let's see here. Gundam Harute from the Mobile Suit Gundam 00 movie Awakening of a Trailblazer. Anyway, Gundam Harute is one of those Gundams that are really strange in form and format. This is basically him. Not much to him. Quite a bit of detail. Just really nice. Not much I can say about him, except he's one of those stranger Gundam. He's one of those Gundams with the strange dimensions because, well, of what he becomes. So, yeah. Okay. His weapons are basically a few things. He has cannons right there, which I don't know. Scissor bits, which are like they're hidden here, and here. They don't actually. It doesn't really come with them, but you can. I guess you can pretend. Rifle swords, which you can just simply slide up and down to create a rifle. Or simply click, back, slide, get an instant sword. It comes with two of these, which is kind of nice, but I usually just leave them in gun form because it's nice for posing. He doesn't have really that much weaponry, just because. He has the thrusters on the bottom, which I guess is an extra one. I don't know. I've only got this at MegaCon at Suncoast Comics, so whatever. Okay. Yeah. It's basically designed is from the combined data of Arios, Riser, and Archer, GN Archer, because, well, it's the successor to Arios. Weird, huh? What's weird about this cockpit is there's actually it's pretty small, despite the fact it's actually created by two people. It's actually driven by two people. Yeah. Anyway, they're both, let's see, it is piloted by both Allelujah, Haptism, and Soma Peries, which is really odd. Especially because it's rare to see a two-person Gundam. I mean, I only know of one, maybe, and that was a giant Gundam, which was destroyed. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'll move on to this. There is some detail, quite a bit of detail on here, although, as you know, I probably haven't painted it yet, just because I haven't had the time. There's there's wing flaps here just for it. I mean, seriously, it's quite a bit of detail on here, which is really nice. I mean, you get movable stuff, like a few things everywhere. I mean, it's really nice. I mean, heck, even the legs slide down a little bit. Heck, even the legs slide down a little bit. I mean, I just tend to leave these on because, well, It looks really nice. And I just leave them there. Plus it's part of the regular Gundam. Okay, I'm just not crazy about these shoulders. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I'm just not real happy with these shoulders, you know? Just so small and everything. It's just the design of these. It's just weird. Okay. Onto articulation, I guess. Head can rotate 360, but be careful. The little head ornaments will pop off every once in a while. It will rotate 360. It's just it'll take some doing. And because the way you build it, there's actually a joint here which you can move the head forward and back like a bit of a chicken. Sorry, I'm just like that sometimes. Arms, you get shoulder move. Actually, you get a lot of shoulder movement. Up and down, that's for transformation to its other mode, which I'm gonna get into later. Normal that. Double, actually a single elbow, which is really tight. Wrists can go all the way around, but there is a bit of a feature, which is, I guess, a transformation. You can actually lift up, creating a large gap in there. I guess it's just transformation, but okay. Same thing here. There's a flap here. I guess it's just for movement, but usually you just leave them up when in here. Guns can rotate a little bit, but because of the shoulders, you can't really get that much. You just gotta. There's a joint in here which you gotta pull back a little bit and pull, which isn't that bad. Which really is just for transformation, but it does help. Basically, you can pose it like in like a gun formation kind of thing, but I don't like to pose it like this for the fact that, well, I just don't want to, and the fact that it's rather heavy. It's rather back heavy as it is, so. Legs, well, they slide out a little bit, but let me pull these back. They slide up and down a little bit. There's a double knee joint in here. There's actually a double knee joint in there. There's a hip joint in there, but I don't want to move the leg unless I have to. Just for the fact it kind of falls apart. The joint, you have to slide a bulb joint in there, and it's not really that tight. Okay, whatever. You can get quite a bit of posing, and you can get quite a bit of posing, which is really nice, especially for a Gundam. I don't really watch 00 because, well, I just don't have the time, especially in college. But I did pick up Steam Boy, which I will probably watch eventually, and probably end up reviewing. Okay, I guess, I'll move on to its, transformation. This is one of the few this is one maybe 5 or 6 Gundams that I know that actually has an alternate mode. I don't know how, it's just, that's just what I know. I mean, in my own experience, I mean. I guess, we'll move on to it. I mean, seriously, this is pretty rare to find a Gundam, well, that transforms. I mean, seriously, it's hard. Okay, I guess we'll start with the bottom up. All you have to do is move the feet, slide the ankle bar. That's it. Put the feet a little bit apart, slide them out a little bit, and I just tend to do that a little bit. aim just to get some clearance from the thrusters underneath. Turn the arm sideways. If you want to keep it, I don't know, if you want to keep these open you can, but I just leave them closed just to make it a little more aerodynamic looking. Do the same. And then I gotta move the head back a little bit and put the shoulders up. You may have to put the arms down a little bit, which isn't that much of a big deal. Remove the chest. There's a couple of pegs in here. There's holes right here. It's held by friction, but I'm not exactly happy with that. If this little pin right here, this little joint right here can move up and down and just attach like this and just move it like that, it would have been a lot nicer. I mean, that's just me, but basically it might take a little bit of doing, but basically you just try to force it in there. It's kind of it's a little tricky at first, but you'll get it. You may have to move the shoulders a little bit just to get it in there. There we go. And yeah, the skirt armor tends to pop off because it's not held that tight. Deal with it. I guess it's just mine. I don't know. Go ahead and put the, I guess you could call them wing parts, like the thrusters, I guess. I don't know. Just straighten the formation. I don't know. It's just me. Pull down the cockpit, which is part of the backpack, which I hate the backpack on this because it's so back heavy. And simply place that in the back. These become the wings. Just simply replace this one and two. And I guess that's flight mode. I'm not really yeah, it makes a really nice jet form. I don't know. I mean, it makes a really nice jet, even though it is piloted by two people. A couple of super soldiers, I guess. Now, I'm running out of time here, about 2 minutes anyway. But basically, that's the swords can attach to the hands via here, or the guns, just simply put, if you want a gun, just simply slide forward, and that's about it. I mean, it's based, and pull out the pull out the gun muzzle and the firing, the trigger in the handle part. That's basically it. I mean, there isn't much to him. I mean, other than a, oh, I almost forgot. There's a little hole back right in the middle of his butt, which is just for display, which you can just put on display as whatever form you wish. But I don't have the stand for him. Anyway, I'll put up some information about the pilots right now. I'm completely out of time. So I'll catch you guys later, and probably for a Blackest Night review, so Jane.